Good evening, you filthy animals! BorisT here, and welcome back to this new video. So guys, this video here was suggested by one of you on Instagram, and I thought that the idea was actually pretty good. So here we are. I decided to do a list of 5 black metal bands that people new to the genre should listen in order to start to appreciate our favorite genre. You know, I've seen some comments under my videos of people saying, dude, I like your videos, but I don't really like black metal. There's some bands that you can suggest to me to get into the sound. And I've seen a lot of you guys wanted to help these people. But the suggestions, guys. Dude, you have to listen to Darkthrone. They're so good. Then try with Burzum, BorisT. Why not Blasphemy directly? Dude, you literally want them to run to the police for attempting to kill their auditory system. What's wrong with you? You know, black metal isn't like other genres. If someone asks to you, hey, I want to get into thrash metal, you're like, okay, start with the classics, Metallica, Anthrax, Exodus, Testament, and so on. Dude, I want to listen death metal. Great, my man. Start with Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, D-Side, Obituary, and so on. But when it comes to black metal, you can't really suggest Mayhem, Darkthrone, Burzum. Their ears are not prepared for those sounds. They need something more accessible, something easier. You know, it's like being in Skyrim. You don't go with your stupid 11 straight to fight the final boss in Valhalla. Anyways, let's start with the first band, shall we? The first band that I choose is Numenorian, and the album is called Adore. Numenorian is a post-black metal band from Canada, or I should say it was, since they split up in 2021. It's a band that has a lot of influences in their sound, with this touch of sadness that goes through all the tracks. There's a lot of going on, but the tracks are pretty accessible and everything is combined pretty well. And even if you're new to black metal, you will find a lot of stuff that you have probably already heard or you are a fan of with this beautiful, great black metal melodies. I will try to let you hear a little bit of each band, and if you don't hear that, means that I've got a copyright claim and I had to remove it. I will give you an example of how their sound change. For example, in this song here, we start with a nice, calm intro that doesn't sound black metal at all. Then we got this nice melody. Vocals that gives you chills. Then we get a nice break with an acoustic guitar. And a post-hardcore melody. I don't like this part too much, fortunately it's short, and soon we get back on track. We get epic. And we end up again with some nice atmospheres. I think this band is perfect to start if you never listened to black metal. Also, the production is top notch. It's the same producer that did Lorna Shore. It's the same producer that I contacted and I would love to have for TRYGLAV, but it's really expensive. Second band in the list, and it's a band from Norway called Keep of Kalessin. And the album that I would like to suggest is called Armada from 2006. Keep of Kalessin, in my opinion, are the definition of epic black metal. They tried for years, you know, to call themselves extreme metal and not just black metal, but you know, extreme metal is a little bit generic, so people always throw them in the black metal genre. You know, this is a band that had the chances to do big stuff. Unfortunately, sometimes they released not the best albums, take too much time between one album and the other, so they kinda disappeared for a little bit, but they definitely released a masterpiece called Armada. In this album here we have crazy blast beats, crazy melodies, crazy guitar work and crazy vocals. There is screams, but also clean vocals. It's really an epic album, and the production here also is top notch. But I can imagine that for some, maybe it's still a little bit too much, too heavy. So in this case, I will suggest you 2-3 more songs from them, from different albums. One of the songs is called The Divine Land, and this is such an epic track. Harsh vocals mixed with clean vocals, such a nice melodies, guitar work is amazing, blast beats non-stop, awesome. Another killer track is called Epistemology, and this track is really particular. It's 9 minutes and a lot of people can be scared about the length of the song, but the song, let's say, lasts 2 minutes and 30, because for the rest it becomes an instrumental song, and from the minutes 5 it explodes with an amazing solos that goes through all the rest of the song, and wow. If you have friends that tells you, "Oh dude, black metal sucks, the musicians doesn't have any talent," send him this song and say, "Dude, we all know that your mom is the one that suck, but if you think that you are better than a black metal musician, please cover this song here." And the last song that I would like to suggest is from their latest album, and the song is called The Omni. And guys, I think that this song has one of the most epic main chorus ever written. Imagine Lord of the Rings, Skyrim, imagine some medieval nice movies with this in the background. Goosebumps. Third band in the list is the band. You know, if you're into death black metal, you have to know about them. If not, I'm sorry, you may suck. And the band is Dissection from Sweden. This band here, guys, they are the pioneers of this mix between death and black metal. They are the godfathers of the genre. They are the highest peak this genre ever touched. They released 2 masterpieces, The Somber Lane and Storm of the Light Bane. But today we will concentrate on Storm of the Light Bane because in my opinion it's more melodic, it's more accessible and it's better. I remember listening to this album when I was a teenager. I just started to listen to black metal, and for me black metal was Marduk, Carpathian Forest, stuff like this, you know. Raw, no much melodies. And then I listened to this thing and I was like, holy shit! Where the fuck these melodies come from? Is the guitar even able to do such beautiful things? This, in my opinion, is one of the easiest and better album that you can listen if you want to understand black metal or get into the genre. The particular thing of this band is that they wrote such iconic riffs that you can immediately recognize. You know, when people hear a riff of Fear of the Dark, you know, from Iron Maiden, they immediately recognize it and say, oh, that's Iron Maiden. When people listen to Master of Puppets, like, oh, that riff is Master of Puppets. When a black metal fan listens to Where Dead Angel Lie, we immediately say, that's fucking Dissection. Or when we hear Thorns of Crimson Death, it's just an album full of classics. Every song in this album is great. And the main chorus of Soul Reaper with that guitar work. 10 out of 10. Put the album on, turn off the lights and enjoy. Fourth band is from Finland and is called Alghazanth. This is another band that unfortunately splitted in 2018, and it's really a shame. I'm really sorry for this band because this band deserved a lot. The music of this band is great. In my opinion, they could have compete with bigger bands. Imagine that I discovered this band from a website. It was like Encyclopedia Metallum. It was all about black metal and the band names were put like from A to Z, but they weren't split from countries. They were from all different countries all together in this huge mega list. So me as a teenager, a guy that always wanted to discover new bands, I was just clicking 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and listen to find something that I loved. And Alghazanth was an instant love. I choose to put in this list Wrath of Tevetat because in my opinion is their best album. But you can also try this other one, The Three-Faced Pilgrim. I remember when I bought this album and I saw the cover. I think it's one of the simplest but most beautiful cover that I've ever seen in the black metal genre. Anyways, Alghazanth plays symphonic black metal. It's not the symphonic black metal like Dimmu Borgir or Cradle of Filth. It's more like a black metal with keyboards just adding some atmosphere. My brother that isn't in black metal liked this album, and there's a reason why. Just listen to the main chorus of On Blackened Soil. For many things, Alghazanth remind me a Finnish version of Emperor with lighter guitar work. It's definitely a band that you have to check out, and let me know what you think about it. The last band in this list, it's another band from Finland, and it's called Catamenia. The easiest way to describe Catamenia, in my opinion, is take Children of Bodom and tell them, now you play black metal. This is basically the sound that you will get out of it. The album that I suggest you to listen is called Location Cold, and again it's an album from 2006, which makes me understand that I'm just taking stuff from when I was young. Now I'm old. Life sucks. Kill me. This album here, equal melody. From the start to the end, for the entire 47 minutes, the album is full of great Finnish melodies. Blast beats. Screams. Clean vocals with great mid-tempos. This album here has it for everybody. Again, it's a band that released a lot of beautiful albums and I never understood why they didn't become more famous. I think it can't get more easier than them. And if you're afraid of Satan, well, most of their song, it's all about nature, cold, north winter, and stuff like this. So guys, this was the last band in the list. I hope some of this band will help you through your journey of appreciation to the black metal genre. And if you want an extra band to the list, here's the self-promotion part of the video. You can check my band TRYGLAV, which is, in my opinion, a pretty easy to listen black metal. You can start with the Evocation, the most famous song on Spotify, and then you can listen the most famous song, The Ritual. With that said, Dick Smokes, we are at the end of this video. Let me know which one will have been your list of 5 black metal bands that you will have suggested. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Cheers, fuckers!
Satan.